Pick your weapon. Strike me down with all of your hatred, and your journey towards the dark side will be complete.
Hello guys, finally made it to a Sith raid video, P2 with Siths, of course. I have done a few comps, practiced only two methods pretty much. I'm going to go over those. I'll show you some comps I have tried. Consistently, with either method I try, I get this score with Dooku. That's about it for the Dooku. Consistently, out of the two methods I've been trying, I get this score with the Vader in there. So you can do better with Vader. Just personally, I don't seem to do better with Vader. I'm just showing you what I have tried. And I'm consistent with this score with this comp. So the only thing that changed was the fourth player, Tarkin, Vader, and Dooku. Thrawn, those left four, I'm always using those. So I've tried those four comps. The two methods I'm talking about are basically just going after Thrawn. Fracture Thrawn from the beginning, go after Thrawn, don't worry about trying to kill the minions. I have gotten 1.98 million, my highest in this phase, doing it that way. But it's not consistent. The other way I'm going to show you is more consistent for me, and these scores are easier to get versus going after Sion the whole time is not as reliable, and you got to try it again and try it again. Just so I'm doing a second method in this video. I'm going to go fracture one of the minions first. First off, Thrawn, fastest. Sion, second fastest. Nihilus, third fastest. Thrawn can fracture. Thrawn can TM enhancement, and of course protection up, which comes into play, helping me get all the way to enrage. And then you can Palp, Sith Marauder. They're comparable speeds in this video. I went more on the offensive side on Sith Marauder than speed, and it helped. His hits were bigger. And Palp, 230 speed. And I'm going to go over the exact speeds in the end of the video, but they're the slowest. But I went offensive more on the Sith Marauder. Potency up on Nihilus. I got 85% potency. It does help them drain forces. My crit dam is high on my Sion, just because that worked with my speeds. And of course, once again, offense on Sith Marauder. Okay, let's go check this out. And of course, for the end of the video, I will go over the mods more extensively and how I had them set up. And pretty much from those other comps I showed you, the mods were the same. Like I said, the only two ways I found through this is just going directly to Sion, like right now. Fracture's ready. But it doesn't do anything. It does give you a decent amount of damage, but he's not fractured. He moves, it doesn't even phase him. Fracturing one of the Sith Marauders keeps heat off you. Now, it is a slower process, like I said. Going after Sion, I do have my biggest damage, 1.98 million. I haven't hit 2 yet, but I know it's there. I know you can do it. But in this video, once again, we're going to take the second way that's more reliable for me to get 1.4, 1.5 mil in this phase. I will go fracture the minion first. And it just takes him out of the game. Now Sion will give me some red debuffs. And then your Nihilus goes. And with a high potency and those red debuffs, you're pretty much guaranteed to get your 3 drain forces. And I did. Getting one on Sion, very, very tough. But there's your 3. And then that sets up your Palp. Now, you can go for an all stun here, which does help. If you stun that Sith Marauder over there on the left, you've got 1 stunned and 1 fractured. They're not doing anything. Plus you're getting damage on Sion and Sith Assassin. And Power of the Dark Side will give you offensive up. So it's a great reason to use right here. I'm thinking I accidentally let the hit flow. I don't remember. So I did. So, you did get a stun. you did get offensive up, and so that is why I like to use let the hate power of the dark side right there. Now this minion ain't doing anything, and that minion over there ain't doing anything. It's just Sith Assassin. I don't have to worry about her. I do just kind of let her get taken out by the all hits. So now I've got offensive up. Of course, now your Sith Marauder, and you want to do the special and get that potency up and all the benefits from your Sith Marauder. So now you got potency up and offense up. Now this is where I made that mistake. I think right here I do let the hate flow. Now if there were some shocked enemies over there, it'd be a great time to do it because of turn meter enhancement for Palp, but there's not. So I would have went for a single hit right here on Sion. Just letting y'all guys know you didn't need to do that. And I don't worry about paying too much on this method. If the cycles get high and I feel confident, I will remove pain. But I pretty much just let it sit there. Now drain force here. And you took a minion out with the drain force. So you will have an annihilate coming up real soon now. Now he's unfractured. Like I said, the other method, go ahead and put the damage on Sion. Now, right here, I'd probably use Thrawn's third special and give Sion some protection up versus trying to go there and kill that minion. Keeping Sion live is crucial. You want him to get through his hell for hatred so he gets his special, and plus he hits harder then. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Give Sion protection up, plus he gets to go. Almost remove. And then your Thrawn will go again, and you can take the minion out. So, you see how I did that? Give Sion the protection up, gives him an extra protection, he gets to go, puts damage on that third minion, then Thrawn goes again, took the minion out. Now, just go on, yeah, single hit here. And he finally got annihilate. If you remember, we were at 30 point something %. We get close to 3%, but no cigar. Of course, do the special, get that potency up. Now, go ahead and fracture here. If you look at your turn meter, he's not going to help for hatred for a while. He won't be bringing any minions out. The fracture will give you some added damage, but he's just going to fly through that fracture. Actually gave him TM. It didn't remove any TM. But you might as well use it now. Now you can use power of the dark side right here and get some damage on that minion over there. Plus you get your offensive up. Palp. And this is a great video because I was like, are you serious? Yes, look at Palp. You can get through this. Don't get discouraged. I come back and have a great run from this. Sit there thinking about it. If they hit Palp, he's gone. And you can save the Drain Force because next round he's going to help for hatred and bring his minions out. You could do it now and you might only get one Drain Force. So either or, kind of up to you. I went ahead and did it. Took a minion out. Now, right here, I would give this to Palp. I want to give it to Sion. Now, Palp went. Let the hate flow. I'm full health again with some protection. Another reason you want Thrawn so fast. He's just always going. You can tell my Sion is crippling. So, alright. He's going to help for hatred next. Now, I may not fracture here, so I'm going to save that for the minions that come up. I know I'm thinking, and I didn't. Okay. And then got potency up. Now save Sion's torment. Yep. Give that to Sion. Now look at your Sion. Go to that one more time. Because we were sitting right here, and should I fracture? Oh. No, this is a good time to cleanse. The fracture would do nothing. Now, if you want the damage, go ahead and get the damage. But at this particular moment, I will use a special and cleanse the cycles of pain off of me. That is what I do right here. Save the fracture for the minion that come out. Do the same thing for Palp. Kind of like a reset for the minions come out. So I do that in this video. Like I said, I've done battles where I just leave the cycles of pain on. It kind of works either way. This way just seems more reliable. I know I'm going to get my 1.2 million plus. Of course, give this a Sion. That worked really well. And he's going to have Drain Force coming up. And Sion should bring minions out. Now, see? Save the fracture. Now go right back over there and take your minion out. Now that he's fractured, I'll usually leave him alone and go work on the other minion because he ain't going anywhere. Torment, put you some damage on all. Now, they're all alive. You should get a good Drain Force right here, and you did. Go ahead. Same routine as you did earlier. Power of the Dark Side, got your offensive up, got you a stun on the non-fractured Sith Marauder. Was perfect. Missed right there. Now we can heal for hatred. Then we can go back and torment. And you know you're getting rid of one of those, both those minions. And your second annihilate has come up. We have gone almost 2% right now. Now you could move over and take Sass out. I sit here and think about it. Actually, almost take Sass out. Now, you could do let the hate flow here, and it could take the minion out. Or you can save it, just do a basic hit. Yeah. So she doesn't do a lot of damage anyways, and for the second time my Palp is down. Now I'm kind of glad I did not use let the hate flow. And right here is where it gets tough. 6 more to go to enrage. And there you go. Took out Sass and health up with protection with let the hate flow. Now another fracture. It's going to be a minute before he brings minions out. Go ahead. I'd fracture him. Gives you good little damage. But he doesn't look like he's fractured. Now, Drain Force right here isn't the question. It probably won't even work. I'm not sure if I do it. I did. You could save it. I would do a basic hit. I do believe by the time he brings minions out, I'll be ready for another one. That's why I tried it. And a good time to cleanse Thrawn right there, if you didn't notice that. I'm sitting over here with just a basic hit. 3 cycles of pain on Thrawn. Go ahead and cleanse. There's no minions. That ain't giving you no super amount of damage. It's extending your gameplay, as you can see here. Oof. Oh, do a single. Oh, do a cleanse. Good time. He got 4 cycles of pain on him. Now if I can get a little health steal here. Now give it to Sion. I would give it to Nihilus. Yes, because Sion can regen himself. Nihilus cannot. And of course the minions will be coming out next. Now Sion has already used that. Do a basic hit. Minions are coming. Do a basic hit. I did a special one. Save the torment. Save the fracture. You don't want to fracture the minions. We're down to 3. Now I would save Drain Force here. Yes, I did a basic. We're down to the nitty gritty. We're 27.9 now. Well, now you got many choices right here. I may let the hate flow and Power of the Dark Side names confused. My bad. But right here, the middle one, Power of the Dark Side, get you some stuns, get you some damage, get you some offensive up. Let the hate flow. The third one will definitely get your health up. But he does seem to steal some health. So if you do the middle one, you can also get some health out of that. What am I going to go with right here? Let the hate flow. Alright. Move over. Fracture the minion. Move over to the left one. Take that minion out. And now you're set up for a Drain Force again. You got red buffs. You don't even actually need to right here because you're annihilating next. Which is a good call. Sometimes I've seen when I do a Drain Force like this, he'll steal some health and a good amount of health. Sometimes you don't. The basic will save that Drain Force for next time after you annihilate. So you may want to do that. I don't know what I do. Yeah, I did do a Drain Force and I did reset all those cooldowns. But now I don't have it for after I annihilate. So pointing that out, it could have been a good move to do a single hit, annihilate next, then Drain Force. Definitely do. Oh, Palp just taking it. Woo! Now you just get the damage in while you can. Third annihilate right here. Good. He is gone. Yep, number 1 up there. That's it. And there you have it. It's how I get down to enrage. Pretty successfully, my odds are greater getting to 1.4 million and higher versus when I just go after Sion and leave the minions alone. 1.4 mil. Okay, now we'll go check out the mods. Now I've set them up. Okay, we'll just start with Thrawn. He's the fastest. So, being the fastest, the way I'm running my mods now, I'm using loadouts. So, I've got a mod set as my fastest, second fastest, third fastest, taunting mods. That's just the way I'm doing them now. So, some of these primaries may not be what you would want, and I'll explain that. Okay, we'll start with Thrawn since he's the fastest. The primaries in the triangle, cross, and circle I'm going to show you may not be what you want. Speed was my main concern because that's what I wanted him fast. So I'm not saying it has to be over 300. You just want him your fastest. I'm able to get 300. Decent amount of tenacity. So good warding off those detrimental effects. Almost 40% armor, 31 resist. I like that 40-30 range with armor resist. Protection. I felt that was good for Thrawn, and it happens to be on my fastest mod set anyways. Protection again, and protection again. So, I was shooting for 60k range protection. I got 54k. But Thrawn, you're fastest. Now I'll go to my second fastest, which is Sion. And these are my arena mods too. Sion has his arena mods on, and so does Nihilus. So, and if Thrawn was on my arena team at that time, he would have those mods on. Unless I'm running with SAS. Okay, but anyways, back to this. 265. Good amount of protection as well. Good amount of crit down. I've got a decent amount of crit down and crit chance on him as well. My whole comp is over 40% range in crit chance. Except for that fastest set. 38k damage. 3.8k damage. Trying to get that to 4k. Almost 50% armor. This is a good mod set for him. And 30% resist. So I'm way over the 40-30 range there. I think it's a decent setup for your Sion right there. And of course, the primary offense, I went all offense. Not too much defense for him. Protection there in your circle for sure. And there's a triangle, 42% crit damage. That's from slicing. So that's how I'm recommending you can do a crit chance there. You can do offense there. Offense there would probably get you over that 4K range, but it wouldn't be the speed where I want him. So speed is also trumping some of these settings. The third fastest, Nihilus. Now I was running Nihilus slower. I'm liking his performance better at this speed. He was around 240. Potency, 94%. Higher the potency, the better. I've noticed more drain forces in the arena, and I've seen him way more now in the Sith raid, having him with a high potency. Of course, it's on a tenacity set of mods. I don't have any fast potency mods, so if you had 2 potencies, it would probably be even higher. 47.9 crit chance. Like I said, the whole comp is over 40%. 40% armor, 36.9 resist. Great setup for your Nihilus. I'm definitely shooting for that 100k potency. 100%. Crit chance. I wanted crit chance, got crit chance on an 18 speed mod. That's just a good mod. This mod here, I sliced it for the potency. It has a lower speed, something maybe you don't want to slice on a gold mod. He was at 88% potency. I wanted him at over 90. So I sliced it, got 30%. He's at 94% potency. That's why I sliced that mod. On a tenacity. I know, once again, if you had 2 potency mods as your circle and cross preferred, your potency would probably be, yes, at that 100%. I missed a circle mod on Nihilus. I do apologize for that. I went more offense here. Of course, he has a big hit. He's a lot slower than the rest of the team, but I thought crit chance and offense is what he needed. 226 for a raid is actually fast because you're faster than all your opponents at that speed. 3.8k damage. Oh, shoot for 4k at him as well. 58% crit chance. If you noticed, he did get decent hits. Almost 40% armor, and that's pretty high for Sith Marauder. Like I said, these are loadouts. This is also something I use on my Treya in Arena. Working on offense and crit chance on her. But so protection primary. No, that is not what I want there. I want offense primary. I've not had much luck farming offense mods. I've got 2 or 3 months of that now, trying to get a primary offense here with just any speed secondary. I'm not getting it. So yes, you want your primary offense on your cross. Protection primary, what you want, good speed. I don't have any more offense, but I do have almost 4% crit chance. The triangle's offense. I almost want that crit chance, but it can work either way, very low speed as you can see. I would recommend more speed you can get in secondary. Kind of up to you, offense or crit chance would work right there, either or. 3.8k damage. You know, good amount of crit chance. And then last but not least, Palp. These are just some mods I have. They are nothing special. You could do many things with Palp. The faster, of course, would be the better. More potency. It's reversed. I think I flip-flopped those for you in a minute and show you. The video you see was with lesser potency. So I think if that was up, it would. And I was kind of wondering myself. I wasn't sticking to stuns as well. Definitely want the potency higher. I don't use Palp in my arena right now, so my mods are, like I said, I switch everything through loadouts. But 27% armor, 34 resist for your Palp. It is decent, and I think that's how he hung on as well as he did. You don't see many Palps with that much armor. He stuck through those battles. Crit chance is crap. But you definitely want to switch the potency and tenacity. That's not what I'm suggesting. I am suggesting switch that, yes. I'm not suggesting all that tenacity. You don't need it. Right there, I'm going to switch it. So, I lose a couple speed, but that's alright. Definitely see how you flip-flop. And if you get the potency higher, of course, the better. This is how I've normally been running him. I would have had that other mod on there. And I didn't lose any armor or resist. So, and those are great amounts for your Palp. And it's a decent amount of speed for your Sith Braid. And I believe, once again, that's how he survives so well. That high amount of armor and resist. It sure wasn't that tenacity. There's your primary protection. For Palp, if that was offense, it would help, but that would be good for your Palp. He's very good on dealing damage. If you want his offense higher, you could put an offense there. And of course, primary protection. You see very low speed. I think it was like 7 speed. I don't have the best mods on him, but primary potency on that cross for your Palp. Cross and circles, protection could work well for the longevity of your Palp. Like I said, once again, with this comp, I do the best scores with this comp. Either going after Thrawn first, or the second method, taking minions out. I hope I explained that well enough. Pretty simple, 2 methods. Go after Thrawn, go after Sion first. Just leave the minions alone and let them take it out as they're taken out. Which I do have the high score doing it that way. Or the more secure way, where I average better score, take the minions out first. So I showed you that way, let you know the other way. There are 2 ways to do this. Come find me on Discord. I'll talk to you personally if you got any questions. I thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.
Your feeble skills are no match for the power of the dark side.